Man United won, Arsenal won, and that's it, Old Trafford. That's it for, well, what can we say? The Bruno Fernandes masterclass free kick, David Raya fucked up in goal, and Declan Rice hit a bomber claw of a shot. Yeah, I said it. It was a beautiful shot from Declan Rice to make it 1-1 at Old Trafford. Mikel Arteta head scratching, and then Amaran, well, he's just lost for words anyway for everything that he does at there for Man United. I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports. If you're new to the show, like, subscribe, and turn that notification on because shows just like this don't come along very often. Okay, so all square at Old Trafford, and you can turn around and say it was a snore fest in the first half. Ganacho's run towards the end, and then a Trossard tackle. Fernandes steps up, takes a free kick. Now, if you haven't watched it yet, watch the highlights. David Raya, I don't know what he was thinking. Okay, reverse angle behind the goal, you can see it. Raya was far over to his right hand side. He can basically touch the post. So much space to his left hand side. He was just inviting Bruno to shoot there. On the commentary, they were talking that Arsenal's wall was further back. It's 11.2 yards when it's all calculated, and Arsenal should have crept forward. But David Raya has to take responsibility for this because if he was further in the middle of the goal, he would have saved that shot because it wasn't in the inside of the post on the left-hand side. It was virtually not in the centre that the shot went, but it was an easier reach if David Raya was better positioned. So therefore, I want to say it's down to David Raya. The wall is well never crept forward, never done anything sensible enough to turn around and say, okay, let's march, let's tippy-toe, 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 and when the ball gets struck, jump. It would have then reduced it, and maybe a deflection would have came across. But if it doesn't, and it goes over the wall, David Raya would have been there to palm it away. But saying that, going into the second half, there were more shots created by Arsenal. They played better. Man United came out of their shell. 15 minutes towards the end, Declan Rice steps up, boom, hits a beautiful shot. Someone said shit there. A beautiful shot. It's over the post that it clips and it goes in. He jumps up in the air like he was Harry Kane celebrating. And I'm like, okay, what are you doing? Get your backside back to the halfway line. Let's get ready for kickoff again. Let's go. But Man United started having the chances to win the game. Rasmus Højlund, who hasn't scored in 19 games, had two glorious chances to tuck the ball away. And right at the end, there, 30 seconds ago, guess who steps up? Bruno Fernandes, boom, hits a shot. David Raya gets down. Beautiful save, beautiful. As the ball is about to trickle in, bouncing and spinning, he jumps up. He grabs it with his left hand and palms it away. But that was a crazy one. There was another shot there from Matuari, and that ball came over the shoulder of Calafiore, who was all out of positions, and I was pissed off of him of that. And then there's a great shot, and guess who was there? David Raya. So when he messed up in the first half, he came back and redeemed himself in the second half with crucial saves. Now, Martinelli should have scored a goal. It would have been offside. He should have hit the target, but he ballooned the ball high and wide. There was a beautiful crossing from Tierney, I believe it was. Trossard steps up and then bang, hits a shot. And then, or was it Odegaard? But either way, I don't care. Whoever took the shot, Martinelli was in an offside position, but he didn't hit the ball in the back of net, which would have been like a anti-climax, really, because it would have been ruled offside. But he came off the bench. He did look a bit lively, and he didn't balloon the shot high and wide. That was gutting for me. But here's a telling point of what Andrea Berta has to do when he comes in. We have Raheem Sterling on the bench, right? Arteta brings on Kieran Tierney to play further upfield on the left-hand side and then push Trossard through the middle. If I'm Raheem Sterling, I've got to start thinking of my life valuations and start thinking, am I a footballer anymore? Am I totally shit? Am I that shit that a left-back's got to come in and play in a position that's not my favourable position, but still goes in the attacking mode? Mikel Arteta is clearly sending out a message to Raheem Sterling. Luckily, we don't own this player. We only loaned him. So technically, he's fucking up Chelsea in that situation. Sorry for the F-bombs, but that's how you have to put it. He's fucking up Chelsea. Because whatever club could look at Sterling, you'd be thinking, you ain't worth your 300+ thousand pound a week. Hell no, you're not even worth 100 grand a week. You're pretty much there on 20 grand a week, like we pay a 16-year-old who's blossoming into the first team. That's all you're worth, Raheem Sterling, and that's what it looks like. You can see he was vexed. He was just there, pouting his lips, just. He looked pissed off, and I don't blame him. But then again, if he did come on like he did in PSV and he had a one-on-one, I wouldn't think that he would actually beat him. Tierney was a better option than Sterling was. But again, Arsenal just cut the deficit down from 13 points down to 12 points. We know Liverpool's going to win the league. It's no big deal. I'm used to it now. I'll come to terms with it. I'm now looking at Andrea Berta, who's coming in as the football director of Arsenal. I'm giving him a first 100 days like you would give a president of the United States of America, the Prime Minister of England. Your first 100 days, what are you going to do? Once he gets sworn into that role, I want to see what he does in the first 100 days, how he's going to look to reshape this Arsenal transfer policy and bring Arsenal back to life for the 25 to 26 season and make sure Mikel Arteta has a fully equipped squad that's capable of competing for the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the Champions League. I am admitting defeat. Yes, Liverpool have won the league. No big deal to me. I can deal with that. We're still in the Champions League. We can go and perform miracles and maybe get to a semi-final and maybe, hey, who knows after that. But, again, Man United won, Arsenal won. Not the greatest of games today. There's not much more to say about that, apart from we don't have attacking flair at this moment in time. We played some good football. We controlled the game from start to finish, and it was all Arsenal basically to lose the game, and it was all Arsenal to win the game as well. So if you get to watch the highlights, have a watch of it. It's not too bad, but again, the first half was a bit of a snorefest because Man United from kickoff, my God, playing five at the back at home, and they have strikers, they have wingers, but their bench was full of like kids, really. The average age of 19 years old. That's embarrassing. But it's more embarrassing for Arsenal, who should have been title contenders this season, title winners this season. And that's the embarrassing part that they didn't fix. But Arsenal have fixed that. New sporting director coming in. He's going to take the helm from what Edo left. Arsenal are going to be on the up. I'm not complaining. The problem is Nottingham Forest beat Manchester City 1-0. And then Chelsea won today 1-0 against Leicester. So there's a catching game between Forest and Arsenal, who's going to finish second. Arsenal just need to grab their cojones. They play Chelsea next Sunday at 1:30 kickoff at the Emirates. They need to grab all 3 points, keep the pressure on Nottingham Forest to stay the fuck away from us. Second place is us this season, and then we go on for the next season. And then Mr. Berta, when you come in, fucking fix this problem that we have here at Arsenal. Sorry for all the swearing. It's just a frustrating day. And when you're frustrated, haven't been drinking, you might as well just let the vent out. What's your thoughts on today's game? What do you think, Mr. Berta? I'm going to call him Mr. Berta. Feels kind of, official there. What's Mr. Berta going to do in his first 100 days? What would you like to see him do in his first 100 days? I reckon a lot of people are going to be saying, yeah, sack Arteta in your first 100 days. I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports. If you're new to the show, like, subscribe, turn the notification on. 120 more people I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's long overdue. It's my fault. Long overdue. 120 subscribers. Can you help today by pressing that subscribe button and being part of the gang that gets us over 1,000 subscribers, and I can get a full-time job here. Have a great day. See you soon. Goodbye.